Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at what messages you need to receive from your past loved ones and your ancestors. Now, once again, because the times that we are in right now, they're very important for our past loved ones and ancestors. So I feel like the connection with them right now is going to be very strong. And please, I understand that these videos are difficult for you. They're difficult for me as well, especially this time around, because the past year I lost two of my grandparents. I lost my grandfather from my father's side and I lost my grandmother from my mother's side. So remember, we are in this together. Yeah, and we'll just be there for each other. So don't hold on to your grief. If you just want to express your love towards your past loved ones, these comments are a safe place for you. Yeah, I'll make sure that happens. Please take your time when it comes to selecting your pile, and once you're done with that, we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, these are the messages that you need to receive from your past loved ones. Now, for you, pile 1, your loved ones are telling you that, there is a circle of life. Every person who's born, they have to leave the earthly plane some or the other day. So they're here to tell you that their time was up, but it doesn't mean that they did not enjoy their time. They're not here to tell you that they've not enjoyed every moment of being with you. Yeah, they're always going to be there for you, but on the physical realm, it was their time to move. They're also telling you that you need to live a full life. They want you to have a full life. They want you to have a family. They want you to experience every bit of being loved as much as they felt it when they were alive. They're also here to tell you that when they passed from the earthly realm, they had a different understanding of what love is. And sometimes there is an iota of regret in them. They are like, I wish I could have loved this way. And they don't want you to have that regret. They want you to be a human being who's forgiving. So don't hold grudges. They're not worth it, is what they're here to tell you. They're here to tell you, build a family for yourself. Build a family who loves you and build a family that you love. Give to them selflessly. Be devoted to them. Because they want that for you. They want you to have kids, they want you to have grandkids, and they want to see you getting older. And to make sure that you live a full life, they're always going to be there with you, not physically, but in spirit. Definitely. They want you to have a full life, and they have no regrets about their passing. That is what they are here to tell you. Now, they're also here to tell you that, you need to let your heart heal. Maybe you've not healed from their passing, or, it comes in phases. Like sometimes you're reminded of them and you're like, it's from the beginning all over again. But sometimes, you have to accept the fact. Accept that they are not anymore with you in body, but in spirit that they're there. They want you to start the process of healing yourself and healing your heart. Heal your heart. Please. Okay, it's like a sincere, deep desire that is coming through from them. Love. Okay, love. Have a family. Fall in love. That is what they intend for you. And once again, they are asking for your forgiveness too. In a sense, they get a feeling like when they passed, they left you alone. Yeah, and they're almost very sorry about it. But, nothing can be done. So, forgive them is something they're asking you to do. Yeah, and once again, express your emotions. Don't keep it to yourself. So, sometimes if you're the kind of people who cry on their own, like if you when nobody's around you cry, they see that. Okay, and they really feel bad that they cannot give you a hug that time. They cannot come and comfort you at this point of time, and they're really sorry about it. So they're asking for your forgiveness when it comes to that. They want you to get married. Now this can be very specific, or if you're already married, maybe they were physically present at a wedding, or they will be in spirit even though they may not be around in body, but there's a message around marriage. Now remember, every circumstance will be different, but there is this thing about marriage that they've born to see or they've seen already. Have a beautiful marriage. Settle down. Yeah, that's the message coming forth. They're also here to tell you, like, don't keep your heart trapped, and absolutely don't allow anybody else to control you and control your life. Yeah? You deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be loved by the best way possible. Yeah? Be the master of your fate. Create a beautiful life. Fall in love. There's this message of falling in love that comes around again and again. Free your heart. Free your heart. That is the message that is coming through. So maybe your heart is like, really tied up in crying for them, or, feeling their loss. So let your heart out from that suffering is what they are here to tell you. And I'll shuffle on camera so that the messages will be all the more clear. I send you loving signs through nature. So once again, they send you signs through nature. So once again, if you had a particular sign, or maybe, when you looked at something, it reminded you of them, it was them. It could be a specific bird, it could be a butterfly, but these nature signs are them communicating with you. So if that is what you feel instinctively, then you were right about it. They communicate with you through nature. Tears cleanse the soul. So once again, I was mentioning, they see you crying and they're like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry, absolutely. Your soul gets cleansed with it, but they just feel guilty about it, that, they are the reason why those tears come up. They're very sorry about it. But once again, they're telling you that even though you may not be able to see them very clearly, their connection with you will never ever end. Love never ends, love never leaves you. Until the time you are on the earthly plane, they are going to be with you. Your connection is so strong that they cannot even move to the other realm beyond you. Because you are their life, in a way, is the message I get here. And their connection with you is so strong that, even death cannot really disconnect both of you. You are very connected with their soul. And they are helping you. Yeah? So if you ever feel like, you need help, then they are helping you. Just ask them for help. Normally if they were around in their physical form, you'd be like, oh, mom, dad, can you help me out with this? Grandma, granddad, can you just help me? So ask that for me again. Just because you're not able to see me doesn't mean I cannot help you. They're always around. That is why they're telling you, I am here. You may not be able to see me, but I'm here. What do you need? Talk to me. Yeah? Talk to me is the message. There is no such thing as death. Yeah? So it's like timelessness. So if there's anybody out here who's questioning, what happens after death? What happens? Where does the soul go? Have they left you completely and utterly alone? So they're telling you, it's just a different dimension. It's just the difference between having a body and just not having a body. So you go to a different dimension entirely, but it doesn't disconnect you. Which is why they're here to tell you there is no death. There is just a change in form. Yeah, that is something that you need to know. From body you become a soul. And soul is eternal. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Which is why they were already telling you, once they passed, they understood something about love. So they regret, maybe this person was not the most expressive person when you were born. Probably through actions they may have told you 100 times that they love you, but they probably did not say it. So maybe they're asking your forgiveness for that. I wish I had told you this. I wish I could just one more time tell you, I love you. So that is a regret that they hold. And anyway, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you that they love you. Yeah? Just feel that in your heart. This soul has love for you. Make no mistake. Now I have no pain. So maybe during their passing they were in a lot of pain, or you saw them going through a lot of pain, and that sort of, really made you unhappy. So they're telling you on the other side there is no pain. So just, don't worry about it anymore. And because there is no such thing as death, their death was like very, very simple. One moment they were here, next moment they were gone. There was no pain at all. Yeah, there's no pain that they have currently. I'm surrounded by loving animals. So once again, maybe if you guys had a pet when you were living, or if they had a pet, especially if you did not live with them, so they're here to tell you, I'm surrounded by animals as well. So maybe your pet who's passed away is with them, because that usually happens. On the other side, our pets, our family members, they all unite and they have like this big huge party, so they're together. Yeah, so they are not alone on the other side. If there's somebody who's like, are they alone? They're not. They were met by your pet, their pet, and they are united with the pet. We are soulmates. Once again, they're here to tell you that you're so connected. Which is why, even in death, you cannot be separated. Because soulmates, they always travel together. One birth after other, one birth after other, they're together. The relationship changes, but that soul, the love and affection between the soul remains the same. And you guys are soulmates, right? So they will wait for you on the other side. Yeah? You're soulmates. You're never ever going to be disconnected from each other. It was their time to go. It may feel very unfair to you that, they went at a time that they did go, because probably you needed them at some deep level. But when it comes to that, it's not something that they could control. Probably because they were in a lot of pain, maybe it was something that had to be done. In fact, I feel like they were relieved that it was their time to go. Yeah? And now they are not in any kind of pain. Yeah? I feel like they're in a happy place and they're at peace. So they want you to experience that peace in your life too, and their mind is free. They're not worried anymore. Okay, so their mind is free. Whatever karmic lessons they were supposed to learn during this lifetime, they've learned it, and that has freed them too. And they have a better understanding of life. And they're assuring you, don't worry, they're okay. It was their time to go. And they can see all of your thoughts. So when you think about them, when you think about some memory associated with them, they probably laugh on the other end, and be like, oh, I remember that time too. So they see your thoughts. So when you think about them, they hear it, they, get it. And we have been together in dreams. Oh, once again, if you've dreamt about them, then it was them. Yeah, because sometimes when we dream about our past loved ones, we are like, no, that was just a dream. It wasn't. They visited you in your dreams, and I feel like they will continue to visit you in your dreams. So dream visitation from them, you will have it. And they have a new understanding of life. So I feel like their karmic lessons were complete. Their understanding of love now is complete. Yeah, and because of which they are complete. The purpose of this lifetime, whichever lifetime they lived in, was served. Yeah, and they are on the other realm, and they're happy, and they're free of pain, and they are with you, still with you, because you're soulmates. And they'll always, always, always be with you in your dreams. They've never really left you. They never can. You're connected. I will leave you here with their messages and lots of love from them, lots of blessings from them, and a big, big, big hug from them. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive from your past loved ones and your ancestors. Now, for you, pile 2, your past loved ones are here to tell you that they need you to do some kind of ceremony for them. Now, the ceremony doesn't have to be anything huge or anything religious. If you can do it religiously, that will be great, but otherwise have a personal ceremony for them. Will you light a candle in their honor? Something that has you remembering them. They want to be remembered. They don't want you to forget them. So please, during these times, especially the next 10 days, engage in some kind of ceremony for them. For my Hindu friends, if you can sort of arrange a havan for them, it'll be beautiful. But if not, even lighting a candle will be enough. But they want you to remember them. Yeah? Because it's like they are constantly connected with you. Yeah? And the connection with you is actually very strong and stronger in death than it is in life. So maybe you were physically separated or living in different places or different houses. They were living on the human plane. And because they've passed on, your connection has become stronger. So because of which, they're here to tell you that connect with me, please. I am around you. Our connection is stronger now. And they're here to tell you that when you want to connect with them, feel it in your heart. Because the love that they've given you is still alive in your heart. They are a part of you, and they're such a big part of you that no matter how much you try, you will never be able to disconnect from that love. Because they live inside you. They're a part of your heart and soul. And connections that are a part of heart and soul never, ever, ever leave. They're also here to tell you that they love you. Just look deep within. You will feel that love deep within somewhere. For some of you, I get a message that maybe this person did not communicate enough that you were loved. And maybe sometimes you doubted that as well. Don't doubt it, they say. It's not about what is said. It is about how a person feels about you. So it's like, today that regret is there that, oh, I wish I really, really, said what I truly wanted to say I feel about you. But feel that in your heart. Your connection is stronger. It can never be broken. Now, there's a message about money, okay? So maybe they want you to have some money that belongs to them. Or they want you to have some property that belongs to them. A house that belongs to them or money that comes from it. They want you to have it. It's like, you deserve this. You deserve this. It is your by birthright. So this is issue of money. Okay? They want to give it to you. That is their message. And, they're closer to you than your own breath right now, wherever you are. And it's like, in a way you feel their soul. And you're very deeply connected to their soul as well. It's like when you close your eyes and when you just, you are in that zen-like state, you almost like, feel it. Like maybe you feel this, oh, there's somebody around me. There are people who are very sensitive, and pile 2, because you're these sensitive people, your feeling souls is actually much more, possible than for a couple of other people. So you feel it. So feel that. They are around you. They've not left you. Their connection is stronger in death. That's a repeated message I'm getting here. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. So maybe something that happened between you and them, or something that happened, when they were older or during the time of their passing. There was a reason for that, but maybe you don't understand it. You're like, why did this happen? How did this happen? Was this even supposed to happen in the first place? So they're here to tell you, you will not understand it, because some things just are supposed to be. For some of you, maybe this was like an accidental death, maybe a quick death. One moment they're here, next moment they're gone, and it's like, how did this even happen? So it's that kind, and maybe because of which you're like, how did this happen? That's what I'm getting here constantly. They're also here to tell you that they're learning certain lessons here in the hereafter. So maybe they made certain mistakes in their lifetime. Okay, this is especially true for the older souls. They've made certain mistakes and they could have rectified it when they were alive, but they did not. And the mistakes that they made, they're learning their lessons in the hereafter. So they're telling you that, I understand now what I could not understand then. And they're learning. Yeah? So they're learning something there. So this is new understanding in the afterlife for them. And they're also telling you it is not your fault. There is nothing you could have done. It's not your fault. So if there's anybody out here blaming yourself, oh, I wish I was there, I could have done something different. There was nothing you could have done that was different. And nothing is your fault. You did not do anything wrong. Yeah? So never feel like, oh, it was my mistake, I should have been there, I could have done this. No, nothing was your fault. And they're there with the rest of the family. So on the other side, they've already met the rest of your family. Yeah? So they're not alone. They're absolutely not alone. And they're with people who they belong with. So don't worry about me, is what they're here to tell you. I'm okay. Believe in yourself, you can do it. So they're also telling you that whatever you put your heart and mind to, you can do it. Never doubt yourself. They believed in your capacity. They actually saw the best of you. And they believed in you, which is why I get a feeling like maybe they helped you in certain cases, or they were always telling you, oh, do it. You can do it. So they're telling you, have that faith in yourself. So maybe they're trying to push you towards what you are afraid to do. But they are like building your confidence from what I see here. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. So once again, if you have certain kind of resentment towards somebody, they're telling you, don't have resentments. And maybe, in their lifetime, they held a couple of resentments towards somebody. And they realize that, and maybe that is the lesson that they're learning on the other side. And they're here to tell you, don't repeat the mistakes that I did. If you get the choice to choose love, if you get to walk the route of forgiveness, walk it. Yeah? And life is a series of choices. Everything you choose will determine your destiny. They want you to have a close relationship with people who mattered to them. Yeah? So maybe they want you to have a good relationship with your family or somebody that they cared about. So choose love. Choose to love them is what they're here to tell you. Choose wisely. I had to leave that way. Yeah? So whichever way they left, they had to leave it because it was their time to go. It may not have been something that you're okay with, maybe because you carry that grief in a way that, why? I wish I did this. They're like, no, it had to be that way because they had to leave this way. It was their time. Yeah, maybe you were not there around their passing, or you were not with them like in the physical space, but they were like, you were meant to stay away that time. You could not have seen their passing, or maybe, that would have really left you in, I don't know, you would not have been able to deal with it, is what they are here to tell you. But today they're here to tell you that you're not alone. You're not alone, and you're never alone. So if you feel like in your life, you just have to be this one-man person, that you have to run your own show, they're telling you, you are never alone. You'll never be alone. I am with you. I'm standing with you. So I'll tell you this soul, whoever you're connecting with right now, it's a very strong human being. Like they're resilient, they're strong. That is the message I get. Yeah, they're very strong. I will always point you in the right direction. So whenever you're confused, they will be there to show you the way. Yeah? So if you get that intuitive nudge being like, oh, you need to do this today, or no, don't do this right now, it's not the right thing to do, it is them. They will always make sure whenever you are in doubt, you will never be alone, and they'll point you in the right direction. They'll help you make right choices for your life. I always give you a good night kiss. When you go to sleep, they're with you. Yeah? And I get a feeling like, they put a hand on your body. Yeah? They put a hand over you, and maybe you felt it, or I don't know. But they touch you and, they give you like a good night kiss. They love you. You are their baby. That's the message I'm getting. They love you. You have nothing to feel guilty about. You're clearly feeling very guilty because this is like a repeated message. Please release yourself from that guilt. Yeah? And they feel that from you, okay? They really feel that from you. Don't. I was met by so many loving people. Once again, they were met by family. They were happy when they departed. Okay? It was like a celebration of for them, it's like all their other family members are like, oh yeah, here. So for them it was like a good emotional moment when they passed. And they're happy. They're with your family, the other part of your family. Very happy about it. It is beautiful where they are. Look. They're happy where they are. They're happier, in fact, is what I'll tell you, than what they were probably. They're happy. They're very, very happy. They're in a good place. I think that is something that you need to hear, pile 2. And you will be together with them again. So sometime, long time, after you've lived a beautiful life, experience everything that you have to, you'll be together with them. And just like they were greeted by their family, they will greet you. And that time, it'll be you and it'll be them. Yeah? And they will love you in a way that you deserve to be loved when they were around. And their death was painless. Don't worry. Don't hold on to it. Don't feel guilty. And please remember me by the happy memories we created. Think about them in happier times. Remember your happier times. Only the happier times is what they are here to tell you. I will leave you here with all of the love from my past loved ones, and they are okay, they're happy, and they are in a place that is beautiful with your other family members. You just need to know that and remember it every time you think about them. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to receive from your past loved ones. Your past loved ones and your ancestors are here to tell you, remember me by the happier times. And when you tell stories to your kids and grandkids, tell them about the best version of me. Tell them about how good I was, how much you were loved by me. But remember me in your stories, and remember me in the stories that I told you. Because those stories will continue from generation after generation after generation. I live in your heart, I live in your soul. I remember you every day. You're the best chapter of my life is what they are here to tell you. You are the happiest chapter of my life, in fact, is what they are here to tell you. So remember me that way. And share my stories, share the stories of our time with your kids and grandkids, and remember me that way. They're also here to tell you that, they're very grateful for your presence in their life. They always were. And they're very grateful for all the love that you brought into their life, because you are like a miracle for them. They're very grateful to you, very, very grateful to you in life and after. And they continue to be grateful to you because you remember them in the best way possible. They're also here to tell you that you're not alone. You'll never be alone. There's absolutely no possibility that they will ever leave you alone in this lifetime. And they can feel your sadness. Because honestly, as I'm like communicating this, I am like a mess. Okay? So they feel sad when you're sad. They can see you lonely and they feel that, loneliness. But they're here to tell you that I am with you. Don't you understand this? How could I ever possibly leave you? We are connected. We are always going to be connected. Because that is how we used to be in life. So death absolutely cannot change that. You're a gift. You've always been a gift in their life. Maybe they told you, they never told you, you're the gift. Now I feel like, they're leaning over and like giving you a kiss. They're telling you that you are loved. You're very valued in life and after. Yeah? And they want you to pass on this love as a gift to every loving relationship that you have. Pass that love on. Because it is that love that will continue. And that is what has to continue. That is the best part of them. You remember the best part of them is what they are here to tell you. They are like your other half, Like, it's like you guys are incomplete without each other. One is a heart, one is a soul. I feel like that is the kind of connection you had when this person was alive. And that continues. And that will always continue. You know? So don't be sad, don't be alone. Be happy whenever you think of me. We had so many happy times. So many amazing fun-filled times are they here to tell you. Remember them. You know, and just be happy. They want to see that smile on your face because that is truly what they want for you. They want you to be happy. Yeah? They want you to be happy. And they're here to tell you there is no sense of time where they are. Time is only on earth. Right? So it's like this eternal state of joy there. It's beautiful on the other side. There is no such thing as, it's late or it's early. So if you feel like, for a couple of you, am I late in my life to do this? Am I late in my life to do that? You're not late. Time is on planet Earth, and honestly, that is a myth. Do things at your own time. Take your time. Don't let anybody push you to do something that you're not ready to do. Yeah? Take your own time. There's no hurry. I'm so much better now. So they are happy. Yeah? They're better, especially if they were sick when they passed away, or if their healthy conditions were not really that great, then they're much better now. So don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. So they are not restricted to the place that they lived in. They can travel with you anywhere. They can be with you in your office. They can be with you on your holiday. Anywhere you want to take them, they're with you, right? So don't be like, to connect with them, I have to go to this and this place. No. Wherever you are, they are. Because your heart and soul. Yeah? I'm just a thought away. Wow. They are just a thought away. Yeah? Think about them and they are there. Once again, for a couple of you, if there is a pet energy who's passed away, your own pet, then that pet energy comes through as well. Or this could be their pet as well, either way. But this is pet energy who's with them too, coming through. And they are just a thought away. Whenever you want them, they are there. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. Yeah? So I feel like they wish they had made different choices. Probably you wanted them to do something and they were like, there's absolutely no way that I'm doing this. Then they are like, oh, I wish I had done things differently. Yeah? So certain regrets they do hold when it comes to their life. I'm sorry, please forgive me. They're asking for your forgiveness. For leaving you maybe a little bit too early. For probably not saying certain things to you. And you're like, why would they not say this to me? So they're asking for your forgiveness. Forgive them. And they're not dead. They're like, what? I cannot be dead. I'm with you. I'm just not in front of you in body, but I am a part of you. Around you, just a thought away, in several places at the same time with you. Yeah? They're not dead. In your heart, they always live and they always will. But they're not worried anymore. All the earthly worries that we have, they don't have it anymore. So they're free in that sense. And which is why they get to be the best version of them on the other side. Which is why, they're happy. They're happy. Don't worry. I'm standing right next to you. Which is why I told you, I get a feeling like they were like giving you a kiss. So they're telling you, I am right next to you. So maybe say something to them. Yeah? Say something to them. I've become one of your guides. Okay. Now if there's somebody who was like, is a past loved one a guide for me? The answer is yes. So they will help you in any decision you have to make. So they're just a thought away. So if you feel like you need guidance, you need support, ask them. Yeah? Ask them. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of life because once again, they're just a thought away. They're one of your guides. They're standing right next to you. Yeah? Everywhere. They're just going to be there with you. So absolutely don't be afraid. That's their message. I watch over you every single day. every single day I watch over you. So truly, they never ever ever leave you alone. They watch over you. It's almost like this protective energy, you know. Like, this is my person, this is my baby, I just want to be there for them. I don't want anything bad to happen to them ever. I'm going to be their guide, I'm going to be the protector, I'm going to be the one person who will take them through life. That is this person. So that is how deeply they still feel love for you. Yeah? And they're here to tell you that Earth is a school. It has been a school for them, which is why they've learned, you know, they wish they did things differently. But it is a school for you too. And in school, they're telling you, you will learn tough lessons. But you're tougher than that. Yeah? So when the difficulties come, it's not because, you know, somebody hates you. It's not like that. It's because you as a soul are supposed to learn something. But remember, because they are one of your guides, they will help make things easier for you. Much more easier than it were when they were actually living on the physical realm. Right? Because once a person is on the other end, they sort of, you know, get to help you in ways that normally they would not have. Which is why they're telling you, Earth is a school. And yes, they are here to tell you that they're happy and they're healthy and they feel that way. So once again, you know, I get this message that maybe this person was not really well when they passed away, and you were like really worried about that, and you were like, you know, I don't know, is this how it's going to be on the other end? They're here to tell you it is not like that. Yeah, they're happy and they're healthy. And they're also here to tell you that they see your thoughts. Yeah, they know what you think. Come on, they're your guides, okay? So whenever you want to talk to them, even if you like actually don't say it out loud, it's okay. Just think it. Just think it. That's what they're here to tell you. And they're also here to tell you that, you know, you are together in dreams. Yeah, so if you are the kind of people who've dreamt about them, then yes, absolutely, they're telling you, that was me. Yeah? And which is why it's easy for them to hear your thoughts too. And when you need a hug from them, when you need something for them, they can come through. Yeah? So I feel like your relationship is actually getting better with them on the other side as well. You will get the help that you need in your life. And they're also here to tell you that, you know, you guys are soulmates. Once again, you know, it's like, you know, you're a part of each other. Without one, the other cannot exist. It's almost that kind of connection. Yeah? And you're soulmates. And that soulmate connection will always, always be with you. This life and the rest. You'll carry on this connection. Okay, so it's not like, you know, because they are no longer here, that connection is not there. It'll carry on. If you take a different lifetime, in that different lifetime too. We always hold hands. I will always hold your hand. I'm never ever letting go of you. I always get this feeling of like, you're my baby. Okay, did they say this to you? Or there was this name, okay, they had for you. They had a very unique nickname that only they called you. Yeah? So they're calling you that. And you know, that's who you are. Yeah, you're dear to them. You're still very, very dear to them. But of course, they still wish they told you how much they love you. And they love you a great deal. A great, great deal. Your soulmates, that's what they're here to tell you. And we are so connected. And we are always going to be connected. In life and after. They send you loving signs through nature. So in fact, this is an individual who always, always connects with you. As your guide, in your dreams, through nature. They try to come through very frequently, okay? More frequently than any other pile that I've seen. This is a soul who's very, very attached to you. Who loves you greatly. Who still feels they haven't told you enough that they love you. And they'll always hold your hand. They are with you in life and after. I leave you here with them, with their blessings and with their love. And remember, they are just with you all the time. I'll see you next time. Bye.